Both Anthropic and OpenAI are starting new companies to target enterprises, and they're partnering with some of the biggest private equity firms in the world. Bloomberg broke the news on OpenAI's new company, sharing that they raised more than $4 billion from investors like TPG, Brookfield Asset Management, and Bain Capital. And Anthropic broke their own news via their blog, sharing that they're building a new enterprise AI services company with Blackstone, Hellman and Friedman, and Goldman Sachs. I'm not surprised that they broke this news on the same day because they're in constant competition with each other, but wow for a Monday. I'm Paige Lord, I'm a responsible AI expert, and I keep you updated on the responsible AI angle. These two companies are offering essentially the same thing, which is consulting services. The difference here being that if you go with Anthropic's company, you'll be using Anthropic's AI, and if you go with OpenAI's company, you'll be using OpenAI's AI. But what do these companies actually do? They're going to be focused on two things. The first one is adoption, and the second one is bespoke solutions for enterprises. Bloomberg shared that the creation of both companies coincides with the rise of what's called a forward deployed engineer, and these are individuals who go to companies and help them figure out exactly how AI can help them operationalize. These forward deployed engineers are also there obviously to help bring in more revenue, because for the past many years the big focus has been on spending money in order to create the best AI, and now the focus is shifting to being able to deploy the AI and get it adopted so that companies can start making that money back. And you may be asking why they need to create an entirely separate business to do this. The CFO for Anthropic addressed that in their blog by saying enterprise demand for Claude is significantly outpacing any single delivery model. He's essentially saying that there's too much demand from enterprises and that the company as it's currently structured can't meet those demands. Personally, I think it's a really good idea for them to create a separate business for consulting services, because if they don't, then they risk dividing the attention of the company between building AI and deploying AI. So what can we learn from the creation of these companies? We can learn that artificial intelligence is likely to be deployed at a faster and faster rate over the next many years. It's such a priority for companies to adopt artificial intelligence that Anthropic and OpenAI, the world's two leading AI companies, have decided to build separate businesses just for that purpose. So we're going to see AI more and more and more in our jobs as we move forward. And if you're not a person who's curious about AI and who's learning about AI, now might be the time to start. The worst case scenario is that you would be left behind and you would have an even bigger learning curve in a couple of years because you decided it wasn't important right now.